I'm Katelyn Ciapara. I was diagnosed with tongue cancer in March of 2022. I left the hospital of March of 21, giving birth to our oldest via C-section. And I noticed when we got home from the hospital, probably about 5 days after, I had quite a large laceration on my tongue. We didn't really think too much about it as we were in the newborn phase and whirlwind of all of that. I talk a lot for work, and I noticed that it was affecting my speech when I was speaking to people. So I got a second opinion. I was 6 months pregnant at this point with our twins. We did the biopsy, and I had to stay awake for that biopsy because I wasn't able to go under because of the twins. It was something I never want to experience again pain-wise, and that's saying a lot, having 2 C-sections back to back. So he, when he called, he was just so gentle, and this came back as cancerous. We need to get you an MRI. We need to evaluate where this is going. I just remember being very quiet, and we just sat and digested.
Yeah, and I think that there was, I would say it was about a half hour. And then you recenter yourself and you just say, okay, there needs to be a sense of urgency. It's obviously uncharted territory. Hand it back to the professionals and let's be as proactive in this time as we possibly can. So it was almost like you almost put like the emotional aspect of it on the back burner.
I had to just accept whatever was going to happen, and I knew that I trusted my team and I was going to be okay. Nothing spread into my lymph nodes, but I was very lucky, very lucky.
You just get through it.
I think now what I have learned is it's always worth getting checked out. And if you feel uneasy about it, it's okay to get a second opinion. I always thought getting second opinions were like a knock on the first opinion, but really it's not. And I never realized that until I was in that moment of it's okay. I was afraid to do so. With any type of health that I'm dealing with, any health care that I need, it is okay to ask someone else's opinion on it, professional opinion.
Not trying to, make light of the situation. However, I just kept telling myself that, somebody else is going through this too.
We tried to find humor.
Yeah.
Not in the situation, but just in life.
Yeah.
And, to keep it as positive as possible. Yeah. That's kind of just what I kept telling myself. It's going to be okay, and you're going to have a heck of a story to tell your kids later down the road as to how they got here and what you did for them. And I think it's the definition of just unconditional love.